Hey there, kiddos, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, and that you are having a great day. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at cards. Specifically, we are going to be looking at cards that I completely forgot I had. There's actually a fun story behind this stack. I was going through some boxes that I had pushed into the corner of the garage here. I was trying to do some late year organizing, and I had found this little deck box full of sleeved cards that I had forgotten that I even bought. And these cards, this whole stack, you might be able to tell what they are just from this first one here. I had purchased these a few years ago, 6 years ago now, actually, I think, when I had decided that I wanted to get back into buying and selling cards again. And I wanted to get started on TCG Player and such. I had reached out to a few people on Facebook Marketplace and some other sites, agreed to purchase their collections just so I could get some starting inventory, and this is one of the collections I bought. When I first got it, I only grabbed the most valuable cards out of the collection, don't remember what they were, added them to TCG Player, sold them off, and then promptly forgot about the rest, throwing them into a deck box until today when we get to go through them. And there's hint number 2 about what this might be. There's hint number 3 about what this might be, and there is hint number 4 about what this might be. That's right, this is an Alan Pollack signed collection. Someone had gotten a bunch of cards signed by what I can only assume is their favorite artist. And this little collection, as we go through it today, is just going to serve as a little reminder to myself, and hopefully to you guys, that people can have all kinds of things that they want to collect. Some people want to collect certain types of cards, or cards with certain things in the art, cards with certain effects, and yes, cards by certain artists, signed by those artists. And this is not an educational art history video. I don't know anything about Alan Pollack himself. Although you could infer that the guy did a lot of old art from Magic the Gathering. Some really nice looking art here too. Oh, there's Karn's Touch. Really cool stuff here. Especially this worm token. Check that out. Look at those buck teeth on that guy. But yeah, seeing something like this, even now, years after I first got it, it just serves as a good reminder that, you know, you never know. You can never predict what people are going to want, what people are going to want to collect, and what they might end up giving up on collecting, because, you know, things happen in life and you want to part with things that you built up and assembled over several years, because presumably this took a while to put together. Again, not a huge expert on the signed card thing. I don't really deal with them a whole lot. I'll still buy them if prices are good, but for the most part, it's just it's all cardboard to me. I'm not the kind of person who really gets super bent out of shape over whether or not an artist has signed a card, but seeing this kind of stuff here reminds me that there are people out there who do value it quite a lot, and that no matter how niche the collectible or how strange they might seem, there's going to be people who just like to collect what they like to collect. And that's admirable in and of itself. So as I go through these cards today, some of them are probably doubles, I think. Just remember that everyone has a favorite, and everyone has a collection that they would love to flesh out one day. Oh, look at that Spike Shot Goblin. Look at those, like, blades or whatever shooting out of him. Super crazy stuff. Oh, man. Daga Disciple. There's some memories in here. I wasn't around when these Magic cards were brand new, but getting into the game around the cons block, I definitely remember some of these, because a lot of people I played with when I first started, they had a bunch of old Magic the Gathering cards. Mirrodin, Lorwyn, Ravnica block, Innistrad, and yeah, a lot of Odyssey stuff too. Got me into the books. Not a lot of Mercadian Masks though. No one seemed to like it. And I found out later that Mercadian Masks was seen as a bad set, as was Prophecy. Banner Hope. Urborg Skeleton. Look at that boy. Crazy Kavu breathing fire on a Phyrexian? Hard to say. Some cool stuff in here. Some foil, some non-foil. I don't remember the name of the individual I bought this from, and I didn't get his story. I was, at the time, just looking for whatever I could add to the inventory, honestly. But stuff like this, I'm sure, has a fun story to it. At the very least, the story of how he went about getting them signed. Did he send them in? Did he mail them out? Or did he go to conventions that Alan Pollack was at until he got all these cards inked up? That is a nice Odyssey block foil. Honestly, same with this Invasion, Odyssey. Might keep those lands because, man, I think the Swamp looks the nicest. Let's get you out of that sleeve. That is such a sweet foiling. I wish this was the foiling we had on Modern Magic cards these days, because this is just such a beautiful foil layer on the card. You can't help but love it. Oh, man. And, you know, the art's so much better, so much more soulful back then. The identity. Ooh, here's a good example. This is a 7th edition foil. Look at that sheen. Oh, they don't make them like they used to, you know? Makes me want to spend a bazillion dollars on 7th edition boxes. I don't have a 7th edition budget. If I did, I would, but 7th edition is not even in my top 10. But boy, howdy, do I like how these old foils looked. Channeler, Valinisk. Ooh, Force Bubble. Foil doesn't come through the sleeve that well, but I think you can get the point. Ooh, another 7th edition foil. Oh, yeah. That rainbow sheen. It's just so nice. Fun stuff. Fun fact, you might have noticed it already, but 7th edition foils have a black border and their non-foil versions do not, which I thought was really neat. Lumbering Satyr, which doesn't look anything like any other satyr in the game. Angel's Feather, Run Wild, which... What is that little guy running? Does he think he can escape? Ah, well, good luck. Rejuvenation Chamber, Nether Spirit, which is a super spooky looking dude. Another really nice old foil. Yeah, there's just some really nice stuff in here. These old arts are just so soulful, so unique, so iconic, honestly. It gave Magic its fantasy identity from back in the day. And I really can't stress enough how nice these older foils look. 7th edition, Odyssey, Invasion, all that stuff. I don't know if I showed off a blue foil yet. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Oh yeah, those rainbow waves on the border. It's just so beautiful. But yeah, that's it. Not a long video, not a particularly in-depth one. I just wanted to show you guys, hey, the fact that some people really do want to go out there and collect just about anything. If you can think about it, it can be collected. Signed cards, art cards, misprints. There's all kinds of things people care about and want to collect in this world, and I think that's really neat, and I just wanted to share this with you. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.